What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well, and thankfully we have a release of the calendar for May 2024. I feel like April has been a heck of a month. It's been a busy month in Empires and Puzzles land, and it looks like May is going to be no different from the looks of this. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this calendar today. Let's see our hero of the month, and let's see where it's going to be worth dropping your pulls and saving up your gems and coins for during the month of May. So first of all, on the Wednesday, which is going to be the 1st of May, it looks like we are going to have a secret hero. No idea who the secret hero is going to be yet, but hopefully we will get some further information on that as things unfold. So if you want to be getting that extra 0.1% chance, you're going to wait until Wednesday the 1st. And then, of course, it is still our second iteration of Rush War there. And we do have the Holy Omega quest, so you can get your hands on some Holy Ethers, as well as a couple of Alpha Ethers in there as well. And then on the Thursday, we are going to be having the Goblin Village returning once again. And it looks like we're going to have two goblins featured, Scroll Beast and Pepper Flame, the ever-present. Pepper Flame is a monster. So if you want to get your hands on Pepper Flame, there is a chance for you come Thursday and Friday and Saturday, and basically over the course of the weekend. And also the Garrison Guard in there with their ugly mugs making an appearance again. And then we have the Tavern of Legends, which is going to be starting this Friday. And we have Mistra, who's going to be our newest Champions Family hero. I have seen a little bit of her circulating around, but we're going to get to have a closer look at her on Friday. And the Legendary Troop Summon as well over the course of this first weekend in May. And then moving on, so moving into week 2 for May, it looks like we're going to have the Costume Chamber with toon costume for Isania and a toon costume for Leonidas. So I really like Isania, actually. She was one of my first ever heroes that I got, the first ever 5-star heroes that I got. And she's still really useful in Rush Wars and things like that. But I think this costume for her should be pretty good. Especially if she makes the defense down undispellable. That would be nice. And then the Atlantis Rises is obviously going to be running for those first 2 days of next week. So get your loot tickets ready for that one, guys. But yeah, I do like the costume summon, so that should be a good one as well. And then coming on the Wednesday of next week, on the 8th, we're going to have the Owl Tower. And no idea who's going to be featured in the Owl Tower. I'm sure we will have at least 1 or 2 new heroes. Fingers crossed for a decent 4-star from that portal. The Covenant Summon is going to see us through the rest of that week, and there's some pretty big boys in here, well, big boys and big girls. We've got ZZ Jing, Star Walker, and I would say Shal, probably the most sought after character in the game at the moment. Those two, ZZ Jing and Shal, will be in that Covenant Summon, so that's a good one for some of the top echelon of players, or if you want to get your hands on some of the most broken heroes in the game, that's where you should be looking to summon. We are going to have the Valhalla Forever and Ever event. That is going to be running through that weekend as well. And that is going to end off week 2 for May. Then moving into week 3, funnily enough, 2 weeks after the first appearance, we are going to have another Goblin event, the Goblin Village, but this time we're going to be seeing an addition to the Garrison Guard, which is Kalen. No idea what Kalen's all about, but Shimmer Scale will be featured in there as well. And that's going to run through until the Wednesday, when we're going to have I mean, can you believe it? A return to the Sanctuary of Gargoyles. This is cool. I mean, look, they're bringing the gargoyles back. I don't know what they're going to do with the original gargoyles. I feel like they will either need a stat boost or they're going to need some costumes, because the way it's happened with the new Clash of Knights event, if they do the same thing with the Sanctuary of Gargoyles, it's going to be pretty difficult for them to keep up with the power creep, that is, because the older goblins, I mean the older gargoyles, they're not going to fit in. So they're going to need either costumes or a stat boost for that one. But we will have Garton and Pop Hit and somebody else, we don't know who yet, is going to be featured in the Return to the Sanctuary of Gargoyles. So that will see us through week 3. And then moving into week 4. So we got a long month, so 5 weeks of this month. So in week 4, we're going to see the Astral Elves coming back on the 20th of May. Melody Muse and Moonflower. Cool sounding names. So they will be featured in the Astral Elves. We'll definitely be having a look at Melody Muse, and that will be running alongside the Contest of Elements. So it looks like the recurring theme here is that we're seeing them layering 2 portals on top of each other. I'm not sure that I really like that, because it kind of gives maybe just one too many options, and I don't think people are going to use their summons in both portals. I think you're either going to spread and choose one or the other. But that's just my opinion on it. So the nature contest of elements, so make sure you get your nature teams together, because that's what we're going to be seeing in the month of May. And then finishing off week 4, we're going to have the Untold Tales and the Tremors of Underwild. No new heroes in there for that one. Monster Island. So it looks like we may see a Monster Island portal by the looks of this. So with a couple of new heroes in there, that is to be determined, but that's kind of what it looks like from this calendar. And then the Covenant Summon, which it looks like we will be seeing a new hero. I'm not sure who that green hero is. We haven't seen that one before, but then we will have 2 other heroes that we have seen before in that Covenant Summon there as well, and potentially a few others, because it's come around twice. I mean, there's the Covenant Summon there, and this one's only got 3 heroes. Zartanis, I know you're doing a lot of work. Oh, there we go. Right, so Rhine Glow is the one that we don't know yet. Then we've got Farah, Black Caesar, Frond, Quinn, and Guardian Elephant. So a really, really good summon portal there. And Rhine Glow is most likely going to be one of the construct heroes, that one that we don't know anything about yet. Kind of looks in the same theme as Nautica and Carter. And then what do we have next? So the last week of May, we're going to be looking at the Judgment of Dunes with costumes for Tetisheri. That should be a good one. And then the War of the Three Kingdoms to end off the month with Tang Sanzang, the Nine-Headed Beast, and Guan Yu. So no new featured heroes in there just yet, it looks like. And that is pretty much going to be everything for the month of May. Oh, and we will have another Ether Quest, the Nature Ether Quest, right on the 29th, it looks like. So you're going to be able to get your Holy Ethers, and you're going to be able to get your Nature Ethers all during the course of May. So a pretty busy looking month. In summary, I think to be honest, the best portals look like the Covenant Summon. This one, I mean, it just looks like you've got some of your extreme A-listers in here, so that's probably where you're going to want to be dropping some pulls. The costume portal, if you don't have costumes, and then obviously I think this actually Return to Sanctuary for me seems like a pretty interesting one, and Garten and Pophit are absolute beasts. I've seen Garten, I've gone up against him on defense. He is really, really performing very well. And I've got Pophit and absolutely love the heroes, so I can't recommend those heroes enough. And then obviously the Astral Elves and the Goblins still going strong. But I think that's probably going to be about it for where I would summon. The Covenant Summon, the Return to Sanctuary, and the Goblin Village and the Astral Elves. And that's probably about it. But that, even saying that, sounds like a heck of a lot. So yeah, wherever you guys want to summon, that's absolutely fine. But hopefully this gives you a bit of an indication. And then the hero of the month that we've got, Bow and Runt. The hero of the month should be coming to us on Wednesday. I do have a little bit of information on this one over here. So if we just scroll up to the description, Bow and Runt's going to be running at fast speed, specials called Leaders of the Pack. And then, I mean, to be honest, it doesn't look like that great of a hero, so I'm kind of hoping that there is some kind of change in here. But I will be going over Bow and Runt in a little bit more detail when they are released into the game. So for now, that is literally everything that we've got to go over for the month of May. Please do drop us a comment. Let me know where you guys are going to be looking to do your pulls. Yeah, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel, share it with your mother, and I will see you all again in the next video. Bye for now, guys.